Alright guys, welcome back to Gamer Know-How, and today we're going to be starting a new series. I'm going to be talking about gaming additions and updates I'd like to see happening to some of my favorite games, and what other people would like to see in these games. Today we're going to be talking about Minecraft and a new type of armor, copper armor. So we're going to be going over why this needs to be in the game, and why Minecraft hasn't put this in the game because of their little rule that they've broken numerous times, including when they added copper in the first place. So, why has this not been a thing? Copper has existed since 1.17, released in 2021. Copper ore is the second most common ore type to find while mining, behind coal. In version 1.21.1 in 2023, new copper blocks and a copper bulb were added to the game. So they've added some new variations of copper. Copper is one of my favorite building design types to use because of its changing color. It goes from its beautiful orange, reflective orange, to a little bit of decayed grayish orange, then oxidized cyan, then shiny cyan, and then back to regular orange. So it has multiple different colors available to be used. So I think it's really cool that we have a variant type of building block that changes color over time. I think that works out perfectly for some people's builds when they want to show how long their build has existed, or they just want to show like the decay of their build over time. They can make ancient structures out of copper, and it looks really cool how it decays over time. I mean, it just looks cool in general. So why does there not a lot of copper items added to the game? Well, because Minecraft is petty. Minecraft has expressed that they will not add anything to the game that has been a mod to the game. Which, by the way, if you think about that, is really stupid, because they literally added copper ore, and they say this after. In 1.18 they expressed this fact, but when they added copper ore in 1.17, there were 1.12 and 1.13 mods that had copper ore. If you've ever played like Sky Factory or Pokemon mod packs, or just all the mod packs, D&D role-playing mod packs, they have copper ore. It's in the smelting mods, and you can see now there's two different types of copper ore: the ones you find in regular Minecraft in 1.17, and the old copper ore that existed back in the old smelting mods. So they've already broken their rules. So I mean, I'm gonna keep bringing up the rule when we talk about adding more things that are also in other mod packs, but anything that has a smelting mod has had copper ore in the past. So when Minecraft says they're not going to put anything in the game that mods have already done, that's just stupid. One, because it's smart to do so, because every mod is like infinitely better than the original game when you put mods in. And I think they need to put more diversity in their game. Like, stop adding just like 5 blocks an update, and each block is just like something you have to find in a random biome, and the block itself doesn't really do anything. You just find it. You're like, oh cool, I found this new tough block. I mean, just add a new biome at this point. You added the mangroves like forever ago. Like, add another nether biome. Come on, that's what we want. Anyway, to make a set of copper armor, obviously to make a set of any armor besides chainmail, because chainmail you can't make, it takes 24 pieces of whatever material you're using, whether it be leather, iron, gold, or diamond, or netherite. So of course a set of copper armor takes 24 copper ingots. The helmet takes 5, chestplate takes 8, leggings take 7, and the leggings take 4. And how you make that is simple, as you can see here. You make this pattern, this upside down U shape for a helmet, fill everything but the top center block for chest plate. You make the N shape for leggings, and the 2 and 2 columns for boots. So this is the crafting recipe that every single armor piece uses. You just make it with copper ingots, as you can see in the top picture, making a copper chest plate. So, balancing. Copper armor should be balanced based on how easy it is to make. Obviously, leather is the easiest armor to make because you can just farm cows and horses and donkeys for leather, so it's very easy to find. But iron, chainmail itself, is something you have to find while looting. Chainmail you cannot build it naturally anymore. And of course, iron is definitely harder to find than both chainmail and leather. So copper armor should be balanced, putting its value between leather and chainmail, because chainmail you need to find while looting, and leather is the easiest to make. So since leather's protection is 5.6 at the minimum, 28 maximum, and chainmail is 9.6 minimum and 48% maximum, we will put the protection value of copper armor at 8%, at a minimum of 8% and maximum at 40%. So it puts it between gold, which is already kind of just, it's rare to find gold, but also gold, as we know, golden tools and armor don't really last that long. So between 5.6 and 9.6, we put its minimum percent at 8%, so it's around gold, but not quite as efficient as gold, and maximum 40%, so it's in between 28 and 48%. So it's really between leather and gold. It's like a little bit better. It's a lot better than leather, but just a little bit behind gold. So I think that'd be perfect for the protection because it's between leather and chainmail. So it's because copper is the second most common ore type, and obviously coal armor doesn't make sense. So it's the easiest ore to find. We make it the easiest of the lightest and most minimalist of the ores when it comes to armor. Alright, and variants galore. So now that we have established copper armor, we have to remember that copper also changes color. And I think this would be really cool for the armor to also change color. So it goes from the orange to the darker shade of orange to the dark gray shade of orange to the aerated teal and to the blue cyan color. I think that'd be really cool. With copper being a variant block, it changes color due to how long it exists outside. The armor can also decay in similar ways and change colors. I think also this is optional. Obviously people wouldn't like this because it would make our copper armor kind of useless. But there are two options we could do this. A change in the armor color could also weaken its armor value over time, so it makes its protection less and less over time. I think the best way to do this is to make copper put between chainmail and iron, so up its percentage to like maybe 10% as a minimum and 50% protection wise. If we can see in this protection chart, iron is 12%, 60%. If we put copper as a 10% minimum and 50% maximum, then it would be right in the middle. So it'd be 10%, 50%. So to have that 50% middle of the line, it would be between iron and chainmail, and then it would decrease to its original balancing point of being 8 to 40. So from 10 it goes to 8, and maybe goes down to 6%, and maybe goes down to like 30-35%. So it's still, the weakest copper is still better than the best leather, but it will get progressively worse. The best copper will be above chainmail, but then when it gets older, it will go below chainmail and then below gold. So I think that's a pretty good ability. The fact that it's almost as good as iron at first, but then it gets below chainmail and gold after a while, after it decays. So I think that's pretty cool. So now I leave it up to you guys below. Comment down below, why do you think Minecraft hasn't added copper armor yet? Obviously they say they're not going to add anything that's been modded into the game, but also that makes no sense because they added copper, which was modded in 1.12 and 1.13 mods before it was added in 1.17, so they've clearly already broken that rule. And what are some other ideas that copper can be used for in the future updates? So I'm going to be making a video in a little bit that will also cover copper tools, as you can see by the PNG right there. We may put copper tools and make a video on that. Honestly, it's going to take a little bit more time to figure out the statistics and balancing, but I'll work it out and try to see if I can put out that video soon enough. But what are some other copper ideas? What do we want? Copper wires? Maybe make barbed wire out of copper wires, like in the real world? I don't know. Comment down below what you think. That'll be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like if you like, dislike if you don't, subscribe if you like it, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodaloo, have a blessed day.